see yourself? Can you wave? Hello. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another vlog. Coda and I, you want your car back? Coda's new favourite toy, this green car. Lucy picked it up the other day. Car. And what's this? Wheel. Welcome back to another vlog. Open, please. Coda started saying please, which is like the most polite thing in the world. Who's that?
Mama.
Can you see yourself? And he starts to put sentences together as well, so he'll now say more food or more milk. Here. We have started, whoa, that's bright. We have started off this morning with a little bit of a coffee. We're right in the sun here. We have started off this morning with a little bit of a coffee morning with yeah, we don't have a baby anymore. Definitely have a toddler. Probably shouldn't play that one. Thank you. We've started off this morning with a little bit of a coffee morning with Lucy's dad and stepmom, Coda's grandparents. And guys, we've been having a very, very exciting conversation because they have expressed interest in coming to the Philippines, which just makes us so, so happy. But they've never been before, so they're not sure exactly when they're coming. They're not sure exactly where to go. So that is what we're kind of chatting about. We're also trying to line up, obviously we want to go with them and show them around. So we're trying to line up when it would work for all of us. But we've been saying for the longest time, since I think, since we first went in 2018, end of 2018 we went. And we had no idea how vast the Philippines was, how diverse it was, all the different landscapes, beaches, islands, mountains, etc. We had no idea, even at that stage. Not that one, mate. Not that one. Yeah, after that first trip, we had no idea what our life would turn into after that, and the years we lived there, getting stuck there in lockdown. But since we went, we have been saying to our family, you have to come out, you have to come and see this place that we keep talking about so much. And it looks like soon it could actually be happening, which would be crazy. They've only ever seen the vlogs. They've only ever heard us talking about it, never been there in person. So if we can pull this off, if we can get the dates together, if they can get the time off work needed, if we can line up our schedule and other traveling stuff, get something together and do a Philippines trip with some of our family for the very first time, how cool would that be? Hello, mate. Can you say hi? You getting all the camera gear ready for today's vlog? Did you charge the batteries? Are you up to date on your editing?
Coda.
Coda, yeah.
Tita.
Coda.
Mama.
You want to see Mama? Should you walk to Mummy? Good boy. Go on now, big step.
Google, yeah. He's a pretty Google boy.
So I was just saying how we may have some people joining us for a Philippines trip at some point.
Yeah, it's not him, but I'm joking. Just thought we'd tell you, no.
Just someone, anything you want to do. Pick someone up at the airport.
Fingers crossed it'll be very hot and not too wet, so that's good.
Yeah.
So we're currently deciding whether or not it's actually going to happen. How likely do you reckon? Are you quite set, or is it like a possibility?
I think we're over 50%.
Over 50%.
That's good.
That's
okay.
solid.
We'll push that up. If this video gets 500 comments,
gets a million views, we're gonna
comment below why they should definitely join us in the Philippines.
Yeah, and also help us plan the trip a bit, because what were you thinking about? A couple of weeks? 3 weeks? 2 weeks. How do you fit a whole country into 2 weeks? That's the next question we've got. So comment below the route that you would suggest someone as a first time Philippines tourist. What's the route you would go for? Where would you go and why? Because it's so diverse that I'd want you to see as much as you can, but also you don't want to go to a new place every single day because that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's not a holiday.
No, exactly.
There's no relaxy time.
Yeah.
I need relaxy time.
Definitely.
Okay, in 2 weeks, what's the shortest amount of nights you want to stay in one place?
Well, we could. There's another way of doing it. Different place every night for a week, and then a week at one place.
Yeah.
Doing the full relax bit at the end before you come home, so you feel you've had that holiday part of it as well.
Yeah.
We do city breaks where it's sort of 2-3 nights.
So a couple of
where
nights.
it's like you see loads and loads of stuff in a short period of time.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, in the Philippines you can do it all because you've got the islands, the beaches, the city, BGC.
There's so much.
The mountains, the forests in Sagada. So there is a lot that we could do.
So much.
I do quite like some of the stuff that you showed in early videos where you were like jumping off cliffs.
Yeah.
Waterfall bit, there was that when you think, just plunge
Power
straight
samples.
off.
Yeah.
I don't know that Claire would do it, but I'd have a go.
Yeah.
I think.
So what?
You did some really high ones in.
You did.
That was Cebu, wasn't it?
That was in Cebu, yeah. So what else?
Cebu could be good because then you've got mobile and you can do the sardine run off the beach. Maybe that's fun.
And we haven't been there for ages.
We've not been there for ages. The food's
Yeah.
great. Ooh,
Food's going to be a big thing.
Food's a big thing.
And we did a video where Lucy made Filipino food for you, so you've had a taste.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, so you need to try the real thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Imagine if it's completely different, and mine was like so not authentic.
But I've never had Jollibee,
Yeah.
which I know is not like as good as the authentic, but it's their huge chain of convenience food.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Still need to try that, and I don't really want to try it here.
Yeah.
It's going to taste better there.
I was
100%.
going to say, the one in London's never as good. I mean, the one in Liverpool was very good actually, wasn't it?
It was,
Very
yeah.
impressed there. Can you walk here? Can you stop?
Stop.
What are you doing, mister? No? Alright, you carry on.
You do your own thing.
Yeah, no, he's definitely the real deal out there. It's completely
100%.
different. There's so many like fast food chains out there as well, aren't there, that are good. And
Yeah.
there's some really good food. And in BGC, we'd love to show you where we used to live, because it's so weird that none of our family have ever been to the place that we spent so long, and we can just like tour you around there and show all the restaurants and the malls. And so
That's what we said. We said it's so weird that it's like a whole other life for us, but we've never
and no one saw it.
shared it with family yet. So yeah, it'd be so cool.
But it looks amazing.
Yeah.
You know, if you say like, what are the things that I must see? You could say the same about anywhere you go. If you put them all in order of like, oh, if you only had this many days, this is what you'd have to see.
Yeah.
If you were there for a month, you would see so much more, but you just never get bored of other things to go and see. Where do you stop? Where do you draw that line?
Yeah, that's it. Shargal could be good.
Can you do boats between?
You can do boats, yeah, like ferries. They do take a longer time,
Oh, do
so
they?
I'd probably just fly. Because
There's no
it's quicker.
speedboat in between, I suppose, luggage and things. So
some
we went to the
are.
Maldives.
We have done
landed at the airport in Mali, and they took you a speedboat to your island.
Yeah.
You know, and that was quite quick.
Yeah.
Borakkai's like that.
Right, guys, we're going to get a speedboat and we're going to travel the entire island, all 7,000 islands on a speedboat in just 2 weeks.
Below decks, charter our own boat.
Yeah. Actually, I think maybe Palawan would be nice as well.
I'd love to.
That's like the most beautiful part with like the lagoons and like you swim through the little rock cliffs and the caves and the like. I think you like rocks.
I do
We
like
like
rocks.
rocks.
We do like rocks. The
so
geography, the geology.
Yeah. So I reckon that's quite you. But then Boracay as well, because it's unreal, and like the water and the sand and the sunsets. And
Yeah, have to do that. Couple
Okay,
nights.
so that's about 20 places in 2 weeks.
Okay, so yeah, we will get planning, but please do comment below any
3
suggestions.
to 4, I think, in 2 weeks.
3 to 4 places. Where would you, if someone was coming to the Philippines for the first time, where would you take them? Where do they absolutely have to see? What food do they have to eat? What experiences do they have to have? Because we don't want to miss anything out, because it's not like this is going to happen every year.
No.
So this is like a special trip, it's a big trip.
Might be ones ever.
You don't know. Hopefully you'll love it and you want to come back.
I'm not dying.
No.
We're saying it like, oh, this is the final trip.
Well, it's just like, don't buy any green bananas kind of. Is it when I get back straight into an old people's home?
Yeah. We'll check you in, it's fine.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You say 3 to 4, I think we probably could go 5.
Okay, 5.
So it's 14
Okay.
nights, isn't it?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound too bad.
But one of them will be Manila. One of the 5
one of the
places.
5, okay.
So like 4 others.
Okay.
I think. But then again, like, we could do more. I don't know.
Of course, you can fly, you can drive, we could maybe get a car and do a little bit of a road trip, go up to Baguio.
There's some really nice places by car, so that could work.
It just looks
I'm excited.
too much to fit in on one holiday.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, I just need to be quick, don't I? Because I don't know how long we've got left.
I need the clock ticking, guys. The countdown is on.
It is a hot one today. Oh, not even just for England. It's just hot in general. We nearly approached 30 degrees the other day. Having a little bit of a heat wave here. So making second coffee of the day now. Lucy's dad and stepmom have left. We were supposed to film that clip with them. We wanted to chat to them on camera about it, the two of them together, but Lucy's stepmom had to go to a nail appointment, so she had to suddenly rush off. And then we were like, oh, we never got to chat more about the Philippines trip. And then a lot of the conversation the other day, we weren't filming at all because we were just chatting about it, and they were telling us that they want to come out, so we're so excited for that. If we can pull this off, guys, which we'll make it happen, then it's going to be a trip of a lifetime for them and a trip of a lifetime for us, because we've been wanting to share it with someone. We've been wanting to share it with our family for so long, and hopefully some really cool vlogs for you guys to watch, because seeing them experience it for the first time, we'll try and film as much as we can and document the trip and stuff, and then we've got the memories to look back on. It's just going to be great. But anyway, we're going to get on with the rest of the day, and it's only 10 in the morning. We just went for a little walk as well. It's so nice doing stuff in the morning, social things in the morning. It's always usually evening stuff or weekends, but they came around this morning at like 7 AM, I think. Was it 7:15?
Yeah.
Like 7:15. Like, yeah, come over for a morning coffee. 7:15 before they start work and before we get on with our day. Worked really well. So just making a little iced Americano now. And if you've seen the vlogs recently, I've been, whilst making coffee, talking about a little topic or sharing something I've learned this week or something I've found interesting this week or whatever. So this week I want to quickly talk about, whilst I make these coffees, just the fact or how in control of our minds we really are. And how in control of our lives we actually are if we put our minds to it. Hello.
Oh.
Didn't see the camera in there, did you? Finding the new vloggy angles.
Overexposed.
No, I like it. It's nice and bright. I like it like that.
Alright.
Do you want it down a little bit? I don't know.
Like. Hey, yeah. Oh yeah, quick story. We were in Sainsbury's the other day and we had Coda in one of the trolleys where he's like a small trolley so he could actually touch all the food. We didn't really think it through. We turned around to just look at something. Like we're holding onto the trolley still.
If you're in America, a shopping cart.
Yeah. And open what? Oh, you smell the coffee.
You want to smell the coffee?
Okay.
He's saying open please. What is it?
What is it?
What's that?
Cheeky.
Coffee.
And basically we turned around, he'd opened up a carton of eggs, he'd got the 6 eggs out and he was playing with them trying to eat the eggs, so he could have like cracked it and
It could have been
awful.
very bad.
None of the eggs broke, but he got all 6 out and they were just loose in the trolley.
Yeah. So yeah, why this has come into my mind, not the egg trolley thing, but being in control of your life and your mind is, I've been applying certain things to my life lately, like doing things properly. I spoke about that. Whatever I'm doing, whether it's tidying something up, whether it's, I've been looking through my bag, camera bag for like one cable and I've just pulled it all out. In the past, I probably would have found the cable I needed and just kind of shoved the bag back in. But no, I've been putting it back in order, so for next time it's proper and it's right. Doing things that even if no one else sees them, I know I've done it properly. It's just something I heard and I've been living my life by it. And it's a small thing, but it's actually changed my life. My point is, you have to be, no one's coming for you, no one's coming to get you to do these things that are gonna benefit you. But you have to take power and control over your mind to do it. Like my cold showers, I actually stopped having cold showers for a little while. But then I was like, why have I stopped having cold showers? Because it's a little bit more comfortable to have a warm shower because I didn't want that feeling.
A lot more comfortable.
It is, yeah, I'm still not convinced
Yeah,
Lucy
would
yet.
recommend. I did it for like a week.
But the benefits I get from a cold shower, I know I feel good from that. So I have to be the one to decide to just get in and just do it. But I can. I have the power in my mind to choose to do it. So this can go, I don't know, this can be applied to so many things. I think a lot of us sometimes go with the flow and we don't do things because we're like, that's not me, or that's too hard, or that's too difficult, or I'll do that eventually.
Actually, do you know what it is?
What?
You know, like in like an office job or something, or like our old jobs,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have a choice in whether we did something or not because we had to do it as part of the job, right? Like
Right,
a certain
yeah.
thing to do because it was benefiting the company or our bosses.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't on the weekend like necessarily get everything done we should. But even that's for ourselves. But it should be even more that we want to do that than for our bosses. So it's kind of crazy. It's like when I go to the gym, I get told what to do because I don't go to a normal gym. It's like personal training. So I should be able to go to the gym normally and have the same level of dedication, but I don't.
Yeah.
I need to choose that.
Often we need an
Weird, isn't it?
outside, we need to do it for someone else
For it to-
or
yeah.
for it to be worthwhile.
And you're accountable in a job because you have to do the job to get paid.
The accountability.
But you're not necessarily accountable if it's yourself.
Yeah, so it's about being more accountable to yourself, doing things properly when even if other people never see the results, and knowing that you can choose. Like I've chosen to go back into the gym. I've chosen to try and live my life by better habits. I've chosen the food I eat. That's a big one. A lot of people talk about getting healthy, but they're like, oh, but I love a biscuit with my cup of tea. That's just me.
We choose whether it's going to be Chinese or Indian at the weekend.
We do
That's
choose
a good
that.
decision as
You
well.
can choose, like, you don't have to live life just because you've lived it historically that way. Your habits, you're in control, you can change it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking about at the moment. Let's get these coffees going. Then I've got to get out to a haircut.
Good
Busy
news.
day guys.
Yeah.
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 Where's Thea?
Another example, refilling the ice tray. Old me may have left that, may have just left us without ice for tomorrow. But no, do things properly.
So I've just blown a paddling pool because it's so hot. Hopefully this is going to keep Coda nice and cool. But if I fill it up with cold water now, hopefully the heat from the sun will warm it up a little bit because I don't think he's going to want like an ice bath. I don't think you give 1-year-olds cold water therapy, but I'm going to put it in the garden. I don't know how I'm going to fill it up yet because I haven't got a hose. So I'm gonna have to just make like 100 trips to the kitchen sink and drag it through the house. Or I can fill up a bit like this and just hope that I don't spill it in the lounge. I reckon I could carry quite a lot of the weight with some water in it now. I'm gonna try that way and we'll see how it goes.
As any parents watching will know, when your baby naps, that is the time, and you probably see from this vlog, that is the time for you to get all the things you need to do done in the day. Our days are now so condensed into Coda's 2 or 3 hour nap, it's unbelievable. So we're running around frantically. Usually the stuff we don't even film in the vlogs actually. Yeah, look how frantic Lucy is right now.
Oh, I can't believe it, I need to be quicker. Ah.
At least someone gets some stuff done around here.
You're only being quick with the haircut.
Yeah, true.
Right on the table.
I've got a haircut in 40 minutes. I want to take the Lotus as well, so I'm going to have to get that out of the garage. So yeah, anyway, I'm about to drop this at the post office, which is, I'm going to try and multitask here, which I'm not good at. Flat 1.
Right, because your handwriting's horrendous.
No, it's all right, I can be neat. Maybe you should write it. The good thing about sorting the house out over the last few weekends, and in the week as well, we've been doing some, is that we've basically gone through all of our belongings and we suddenly realised that we've got all this stuff that we don't use, like old camera gear, bags, like good stuff that is quality and that we bought years ago and got some use out of, but we realised we have all this stuff lying around that we're just never going to use again. So we've been selling stuff on eBay like crazy. So that is what I need to do. This sold yesterday. And by the way, guys, we had way more stuff than we realised that we could put on eBay. And if it all sells, then it's gonna be really good. So here's a tip, go through your stuff. Can you get anything on eBay? Make a little bit of extra cash and clear your life out a little bit, because that's kind of what we've been doing. And the kind of, oh, this is going to Cornwall.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
United Kingdom. So I need to jump in the car, I need to get the car out of the garage, jump in, go to the post office on the way, then go and get a haircut, then get some coffee beans, and then come back and do some other stuff, get some milk for Coda, all before he wakes up. So let's go.
It's funny because I feel like people always think, oh, right, people in the UK always moan if it's too hot, but honestly, it's so different because countries are always hot, they've got air conditioning and they're fully equipped for it. Here we do not. We try and have the windows open, but the temperature inside the house is the same as outside, so it makes zero difference. And especially when there's no breeze and there's no like airflow, it's just super muggy. I'm gonna enjoy the paddling pool later as well with Coda, I think, and getting it with him. Yeah, of course I am.
I might use it as my morning ice bath.
Yeah, I said that.
I want to get into ice baths.
Yeah, we might be getting an ice bath actually.
I'd look funny in it.
Anyway, so George is going to take you guys with him for his haircut, I think, and then I'm going to crack on with some bits, some laptopy things. We've got another trip coming up soon in the next week or so on the vlog, so I'm excited for that. Comment your guesses below where we're going. It's in Europe, but it's in a part of Europe that I don't think we've ever been to together.
No,
we've both been separately as children.
New country for us.
New country, and Coda's first time here as well. So I'm excited for the food. That's what I'm most excited for. I'm so excited.
So I posted a photo of this car on Instagram the other day, and I realised I've never ever used it in a vlog or vlogged with the car. So I thought I'd introduce formally our third car, which is kind of our weekend fun 2-seater sports car. It's a 1992 Lotus Elan, and I may create a whole dedicated video on my other channel, More George, about this car. Comment below if that would interest you. I know not everyone watching this video is into cars. There's also quite a story behind this car, and why it's so special and personal and sentimental to me. Because it belongs to my uncle Grant, who Coda's middle name, Grant, is after him. Hope you can hear me okay, it's a little bit windy. It belonged to him, and he sadly passed away when I was 15, and this was his car. And it then went to my mum and dad, so my dad drove it for a while, my mum drove it for a while, and then there were a few issues with the car. Sadly, it got put in the garage, and family life, years ended up passing by, so it needed a fair bit of work doing on it. And my dad said, well look, it's there. I know you're into cars these days, or you always have been. If you want to get the work done, why don't you do that? And then you can kind of have it as your car. So over the last, I don't know, 6 months, I want to say, we've been kind of getting it ready, and then we got it MOT'd and insured and all the repairs done on it, full service, and yeah, now I'm just enjoying it. And there's a few little things I need to get done on it still, but I'm able to drive it. Daylight today with the roof down is perfect because it's so hot. Right, first job, post office. Gorgeous day here. Just parked the car, going off for my haircut now. Beautiful blue skies.
Have a good day. Yeah?
So, all the best to you too. See you later. Cheers. See you later. Have a good one. Cheers. Okay guys, just came out, going for a little bit of a different style coming in. Thought I'd change it up for summer maybe. So I wanted it shorter on the sides, but a little bit longer on top. Turns out he could only help me with half of that, but there we go. So that's what we're doing. I'm actually gonna put my hat back on, which seems weird, but I need to like wash it at home and style it and stuff. Grab a quick coffee, and then get back to Lucy and Coda. All whilst he's still asleep, hopefully. Thanks so much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna actually risk that on the main road. I just wanted to get that shot.
Hello guys, it's a little bit later on now. The fridge is beeping at me. We have done a, what's this doing? We've done a food shop. We've done a food shop and got loads of stuff. I do not know what's going on at the moment, but it honestly feels like we do a food shop most days. We'd get through an insane amount of chicken in this house. Like, you probably wouldn't believe me, but this huge amount here, it's over 1 kilogram of chicken. We will eat that in a day because we've got very high protein goals to hit. And we're both loving the gym. I'm going to talk more about that in another video soon actually, but we do eat a lot of meat, a lot of veg. My arm looks so funny. It's a wide angle lens, so I'm like reaching into your soul. We've got very high protein goals and we do hit them every day, but it does mean consuming an awful lot of meat. And we like to take loads of veg and stuff as well, fruit. And Coda loves fruit, so I do buy berries a lot as well, a good few times a week. Strawberries are his fave. Also got some raspberries. And because it's hot now, because the weather's turned, and I am going to keep talking about the heat in this video because I am British and that's what we do. But because the weather, am I even in the shot? I don't think I'm even in the shot, sorry guys. Because the weather's changed, we like to eat like more fresh things now. So salads, loads of, I don't know, roasted stuff, roasted veg, less sort of stodgy meals, and much more fresh food so that you don't feel too sweaty and hot. Like right now, my worst thing to eat would be like a big, heavy like beef stew with dumplings or something. Ask me in the winter, I would love it. So yeah, anyway, we have got an appointment with Coda that we're heading to. So George and Coda are just waiting in the car while I unload this into the fridge. And then we're gonna head over and just into town. And then once we are back, I need to cook dinner. And then I'm heading to the gym. And then George is heading to the gym. And I've got a, with my personal training, we've got this WhatsApp group. And the trainer just put in there, guys, it's really hot today, obviously, but make sure you're really hydrated. I wonder if I've had like people have funny terms or something, because he was sounded a bit concerned, like have electrolytes, make sure you're having more carbs, drink loads of water, and he's put like a few warning messages in the group, almost to say like, yeah, the gym's really hot. Where I train, it's very much outdoor, indoor as well, so you're fully in it, whether it's the depths of winter in the cold and the ice, or if it's in the height of the summer, you're out there with whatever the weather's doing. So I'm very much expecting to sweat like a mother effer, I was about to say. I'm not sure where I got that from. So yeah, that is the plan for the day. I'm just finishing off loading this stuff into the freezer. I also bought some little moulds to make ice lollies for Coda, so I might do that when we get home as well. I do need to have a bit sort out of this freezer at some point, because it's probably not the most organised place in the world. God, I majorly regret ever taking that out. That was painful. George has also requested I make him a shake and bring it back to the car. Top service by me. So I'm gonna do that now, and I have to weigh it all out because we're tracking our calories and stuff, like tracking our protein, etc. to make sure we're hitting as we should be. Where the water in the tap isn't even that cold. It's crazy, so I'm just gonna do a simple shake. Protein powder, Optimum Nutrition, vanilla flavour, which is vegan. It tastes really nice. It doesn't taste like a classic protein powder that sometimes tastes a bit ugh. It's really yummy. 60 grams of that. A little bit green, but oh well. Hopefully you won't taste it. Some oats. I find oats in the shakes just make them so much, oops, I spilled loads. Make it taste so much more like creamy and more like a meal as opposed to just like runny, watery. It's just really good. And then a little bit of peanut butter as well. Let's take a photo of that one. And lastly, some peanut butter. Oh, I need to buy some. I should have got some today. I'll just do a little bit. Brilliant. Why is it not coming off the spoon? Hopefully, it should be melting off the spoon. It's so hot. Come on. Right, final pour. Whoa, that was confident. Oh, it's not gonna fit, is it? Oh, is it? Is it? Put the lid on. If I put the lid on and then pour into that hole, I reckon it will fit. But there is then a risk of it leaking. But oh well. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't know if this is stupid or not. Let's try. I'm gonna do it over the sink. It's literally there. So yeah, it worked somehow. Right, hopping in the car. We'll catch you guys when we're home in a bit.
Okay guys, so this vlog and this day has actually taken a very strange turn, and for the last, how many hours? 9? 6. For the last 6 hours, we've actually been in hospital with Coda. Just turn a light on so you can actually see me. He's fine, he's totally fine. He's got a very red and inflamed throat, bless him. But they've sent us home and just told us to give him Calpol, which is like paracetamol. We were there whilst they had to do loads of checks on him. He basically had a high temperature earlier. So we booked a doctor's appointment, and then the doctor sent us to the hospital. And basically that's been the last 6 hours. It's the scary reality of just how quickly things can change with babies and little kids and stuff. So yeah, but we are home. It is 10 p.m. Because of the late night, we've ordered some Thai food, which you just saw. Lucy was supposed to have her personal training tonight. I was supposed to go to the gym after that, but we had to wait around for quite a few hours. But Coda's good. He's in bed, like he's all freshened up. He's actually doing better. They gave him some medicine in the hospital as well, and his temperature came right down, and he chirped back up, and he was laughing and smiling again. So he's all good. But yeah, just shows that. Just like that. I mean, he'd been like a little bit out of character yesterday, and then today he had the higher temperature, so we thought, okay, best thing to do is call the doctor. I'm gonna eat this meal. Want to thank you all for watching. Lucy's dad did just text with some potential dates that they're thinking about for the Philippines trip, so very excited. So yeah, please help us out in the comments with that. Another huge thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next vlog.